Hey guys, Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2008 horror mystery thriller Saw 5. Saw 5, this really is the not disappointing, but I think this is the most boring Saw movie in the entire series. This basically has to do with Detective Strong. Uh, he starts realizing who is the person who's now behind these jigsaw killings, and he gets closer and closer to finding out who it is, and we know who that person is, Detective Hoffman. Yeah, Strom goes through the history of John Kramer and his and the killing that he did, and starts realizing that he had also put Detective Hoffman in a trap, and because of Hoffman surviving that trap, they start working together, and John Kramer was molding him into being his successor, Detective Hoffman. And that's when Strom ends up going on a full force trying to stop Hoffman and get rid of him. And then I think the people that are being killed in it, I think, oh, I remember. It's these people that have committed not committed. I think they've committed crimes against society, and oh, I remember. It's this bombing that happened, and somehow each and every one of them were involved with that explosion in one way or another, some form or fashion. And each trap they go through, they have to try and work together in order to survive and get through to the end. hmm And as as they keep going through the traps, some of them keep being killed off all the way to the last trap when there's just two people. And I think it starts with the it, Saw 5. It has some good kill traps and kills in it, but the overall storyline was pretty bland and boring. I remember the first time I saw this, I got in about 30 minutes late, and I really didn't care at that point. But when I got into the theater and started watching it, I started figuring out what was going on. Strom was going after Hoffman because Strom started figuring out that Hoffman was the one doing the jigsaw killings. He's the successor of John Kramer. And the people that are going through these series of traps were involved with that building bombing, and they have to try and work together to get through to the end, and they keep being killed off until there's two. That's basically what 5 is. And I think it starts off with I can't remember what it starts off with, but 5 really is the slowest out of all of them in terms of pacing and story. Uh, it's almost a marathon just trying to get through Saw 5. And there are entertaining moments, but it's just marred by a really dull plot, and it doesn't really come together until the very end. And it's like the two stories, they don't really connect well with each other. And Strom is just like has like become obsessed with Hoffman, and he's just going gung ho after Hoffman, trying to stop him, and that's a pretty bland storyline in and of itself. So Saw 5 is enjoyable. It's only if you have the patience for it, because as the story goes along, it feels like it's going longer and longer. There are times when each time I watched it, it felt like it's about 2.5 hours, because the narrative is so slow. It's like struggling to pick up its momentum. But there it is. There are enjoyable moments in it. I'm not gonna lie, it's okay. But this is really the dullest installment in the whole series. So that's really all I have to say on Saw's account. This is really all I have to say on Saw 5. So stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.